Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract with a fourth-year man out of Iowa State.
We had a chance to see him out on the field early in pregame, and I thought he looked really sharp. I thought he looked focused. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the week, and he's excited for this opportunity today. He thinks he's got a chance to lead this offense and have a lot of success, and ultimately the #1 goal is to come out with a victory.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and a yard. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. Threw him up the sideline at the 45. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. Big-time play by McCaffrey. And even 30 yards.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop him.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage, no gain.
2nd and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They run once more with McCaffrey. Space to run inside the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. A big-time play for the Niners. And even 30 yards.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
What once looked like a promising drive has suddenly hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes. But now on 3rd and goal, following that 2nd down sack, this defense has a shot to come away, only giving up 3.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. Officially a 29-yard attempt. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the 49ers will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Ray McLeod on the return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Falcons come out there led by Michael Penix, the 2nd-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
On second down, Penix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Pitts is the man in motion. On third down, Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
So on fourth down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. 49ers offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score. We begin first and 10. Not much happening there, just a short game.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Man in motion here is Jennings. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A gain there of 23 yards. It's good for a Niners first down.
First and 10.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
They bring a tight end in motion left. Here's McCaffrey. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He was brought down at the 26. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Purdy. The ball's out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and we'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Incomplete. Humphrey outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is fourth down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. The return. He'll get across the 20, broken down at the 23-yard line. The Falcons offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 4. Mooney in motion. They'll go play action now with Penix. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Etor Gross-Matos in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Third down and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And caught it outside. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards.
They get 21 on that one. 1st down, Atlanta.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Now he'll run. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
Gain of 15.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a 1st down.
Now Robinson. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal. He's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Falcons.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Now for the point after.
Lining up for the extra point.
It's up and through. And the Falcons move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Niners take over.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. A one-point affair, 7-6 is the score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 11. From the gun, it's Purdy. Finding his tight end, Farrell. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
3rd down. Purdy. That's caught by Bourne. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That was incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the 49ers move out front. It's 9-7.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. And now he's back out to kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. London brought in motion. Flag. It's Penix. He'll step up and run, and he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It's a big run by Robinson. And even 30 yards.
First down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Another run here for Robinson. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Niners' 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. They're going to go play action with Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. He did a nice job skipping away from one tackle, then going forward, gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down.
18-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a designed run. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
They'll run with Robinson. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Pitts is the man in motion. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Drake London. Touchdown Atlanta. Now the try here for the point after.
For the extra point.
He gets it to go, and the Falcons will up the lead to 5.
Falcons 14, 49ers 9.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That is a big gain for the 49ers. 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
When done properly, crossing routes are a great way to get your receivers the ball in space with room to run after the catch. And that's exactly what they're able to do here, executed to perfection, and they pick up a ton of yards after the catch.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. He's to the 10. And he's into the end zone. What a response! Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will up it to a 2-point lead.
16. Falcons 14.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Agnew on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Left side, he's got McLeod. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number one. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. That one is caught by Mooney. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Penix going to throw again. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now the Falcons will use their 3rd final timeout. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Penix. Out wide, that's Robinson. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Again, it's Penix. Now he takes off. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
There he goes again. So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. McLeod now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They trail by 2 and will start this drive with 1st and 10. On play action, Penix. He takes off, and he will give himself up at the end of that one.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
From the 35, here's 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
3rd and 2, and Penix taking off. He'll try to get there, and he's going to have a Falcons first down. His defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain on 3rd and 2.
And a Falcon first down.
The defense decides to come with a blitz here on 3rd down, and it's a little feast or famine. You're counting on getting home and getting to the quarterback. But give credit to the offensive line. Not only do they protect, they buy enough time for the quarterback to escape the pocket, turns himself into a runner, picks up the first down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First down, Falcons.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you go.
And he's going to be fouled up quickly after a gain of about one. Jake Martin is there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. They'll go again with Robinson. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Falcon first down.
First down, Atlanta.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
On 3rd down, Penix. Got his man at the 6. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders.
That one, take it in. Straight London. Touchdown, Falcon. That his 2nd touchdown tonight.
And it's just so hard to play defense down this close to your own goal line. Of course, you have to be prepared for any sort of goal line run. But then these play-action passes down here are just so hard to account for everybody. And it's simply an easy pitch and catch and results in a touchdown.
Extra point try forthcoming.
Lining up for the extra point.
He's got it. And the Falcons will up the lead to 5.
Makes the score Falcons 21, 49ers 16.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Now it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this up past the 40. Pick up a 5.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He's got his man, complete to Pearsall. 15 yards through the air. 1st down, 49ers.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it, but he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's in! Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about, and they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Purdy and the 49ers will try to get two more.
The 49ers will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. They'll try to do it with the screen. And he's into the end zone again. It's the octopus. He's got the long run for 6 and punches in the 2.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Here comes Drake London, the rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll be 3rd down.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet, but I can promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
And he's not going to get there. Waller right at the line of scrimmage, and now it's 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
The Falcons send their punting unit out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return, it's Moore. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. It's McCaffrey, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Having a quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. 20 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Niners first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
McCaffrey now on first and 10. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Mike Hughes is there with the tackle.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Play action now. Purdy. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
Third down. Purdy. And he's going to be taken down. A sack on what likely will wrap up play in this third quarter.
Fourth down.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So, here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get back at it.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
We'll go play action now with Penix. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
From the gun on third down, here's Penix. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
And And a Falcon first down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's brought down by Michael Williams. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Niners' 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Robinson. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
This back's been having his way all night long, Mike. Just a lot of room to operate. Great job by the offensive line all night long, but in this case, defense does their job. They're able to penetrate, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
So a big one coming here for the kicker, John Parker Romo. This to cut the deficit in half. And this one right down the middle. It's good. Big points there. They are back within 3 here in the fourth quarter.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Sometimes you just have to keep it simple. You don't need to overthink things on 2nd and short. Give it to the big guy behind you, send him crashing forward through the line, pick up the first down.
1st and 10 for Purdy. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
2nd and 10. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And I think he was able to get it back. Yes, he was. That was so so nearly the turnover the defense needed. They couldn't get it in time. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
On second down, it's McCaffrey. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
4th down, it's Purdy. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the 4th quarter.
This one's going to be tough to stomach. I mean, all he has to do is just hold on to the ball, and they've got a fresh set of downs. He was past the yard to gain, but unfortunately, even though they gave up the 1st down initially.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Here's McCaffrey, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
A second down throw here for Purdy. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. The rookie from Georgia, Jalen Walker, getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
On 3rd and long, Purdy to throw. And they are all over him yet again. He'll go down once more. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. The 49ers out to punt this one.
For San Francisco.
Back deep, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. Nearly a good one. It hit at the 6, but continues in the end zone. It's a touchback. The Falcons offense getting set to get back to work. This is 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here comes second down. They'll drop to throw. That one is caught by Mooney. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
8 yards on the pickup. And this is third down.
From the gun, it's Penix. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. A pickup there of 13. First down, Atlanta.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Left side, he's got McLeod. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up first and 10. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Ray McLeod was the one he was looking for there. And it'll be second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. After that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And this is third down.
The faithful roaring here in Santa Clara. This is third down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. That's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
So a big one coming here for the kicker, John Parker Romo. This to force overtime. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are almost certainly bound for overtime.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool. He's calm. He steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
This taken just shy of the goal line. And he'll be taken down on the return, and that does it. We are done with regulation and off to OT. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Agnew on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more.
26-yard line.
They go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. And here's Bijan. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 35-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Now a first throw here in overtime. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and but most of the time is a very pass-happy situation, makes them very one-dimensional.
Third and 10. Throwing is Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he's very close to a first down. Out of bounds right at the marker. Spot is just a little short. So it is 4th down.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
Fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Shotgun snap to Purdy. This one complete to Bourne. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
The tackle made by Jesse Bates. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Purdy. Oh, he
continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz scheme, stunts, whatever, you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Thrown left side. The catch is made. Second time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one.
That's good for A. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Purdy now on 2nd down. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, you know, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Back to the air again is Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
You have a tight end motioning left here. Purdy going to put it up again. Pass caught by Pearson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And they continue to churn out 1st down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
That's another 49er. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line.
And he'll take it on in. Sky Moore. Touchdown, 49ers. So a win here for the 49ers. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.